Hello, how to pick stocks for swing trading. It's good to pick, you can pick a type of market capitalization to focus on, and as a beginner it might be a good idea to try to swing trade large cap because they are not going to fluctuate much. Chances that you lose all your money might be small if you do it the right way. So we have our watch list here, and we are just going to, because we already saw them through and we have some good ones, we are going to go from there. But again, you will pick a stock. We are just going to pick one stock here that we can practice with. So if you come across a stock and you're asking yourself, is it a good stock to swing trade, we can just take these stocks here, BCE. I'm just going to copy it. And here I have my filters here that we are going to use. But we are going to go on here. I have ChartSwap open. And if you have a ChartSwap account, under research, US market stocks, will take you to this page. And in fact, that's how I was able to create my watch list. From this area, I will go to, there is a way to screen stocks, and I create a video on how to create your watch list. And we use this option and another option, which was to actually pick the stocks one by one, which I did to have my watch list, because you have access to the stock market, and one by one you go inside each one of them and sort by market cap and pull those stocks out, and then eliminate the one that didn't pass your criteria. We'll get to our criteria later, but let's put BCE here. Let's just decide that, hey, somebody's talk about this company and we like to check it out if we can swing trade it. So the goal here is to create a watch list of your stocks that you want to swing trade. So under BCE, what I like to do here is, one, you need to take a look at the market is trading on. It needs to be New York stock exchange or NASDAQ. Otherwise, you eliminate it. You don't go any further. So on our, let's see if we have our list here. So because we want to go with market capitalization, let's go there and take a look at it. So for the market capitalization of this, if you are looking for it from this page, we can go down to see if you can find more on it down on this page, and you should be able to access that from Google as well. But if you have a brokerage account, it'll be good to go on that platform to look. So underneath here we have market cap 25 billion for this one. So 25 billion. And if we go back to our things here, 10 billion or more is large cap. Therefore, it passed that criteria for us. The next criteria is you eliminate any LLC or partnership companies. So even if it's selling on New York Stock Exchange, if it's an LLC, you let it go. It's not for you. And this one has INC in the name. So pretty much to know if it's LLC or partnership company, you look at the company's name. BCE INC is the name of the company. The symbol is BCE, but the name has INC. So you want INC, Corp, Corporation, and sometimes the name without anything underneath a next weight, the entity next weight will be fine. But you want those entities that tells you that it is a corporation. It is not an LLC. It's not an LP. It's not a limited liability, LTD, or partners. You do not want those. At least I try not to have those in it. But again, you can go with the strategy that works for you. But as for picking up stocks for our watch list, I eliminate those partnership companies and limited liability companies and stay with corporations only. In the same filter, you need to eliminate international companies. So those, sometimes you will see SA at the end of them, and some other terminologies as well for entity-wise. If you can recognize them, eliminate them. Sometimes if you cannot recognize the entity, and if it's an organization, if it's a corporation or not, just don't add that stocks to your watch list. So this one passed that second criteria, that second filter. It passed the foreign, the international filter as well. So the next filter that we can put it through will be OTC market. So that's where you want NASDAQ and New York Exchange stock market. So we do not want OTC. Again, those stocks will be newer stocks, and they could be volatile or risky or fluctuate a lot. And as a beginner swing trader, if you are more a conservative type person, you might want to proceed with caution. Therefore, we eliminate OTC market stocks. This one is NYSE market, New York Stock Exchange. So it passed that criteria as well. So we'll move to the next one. So the next one is to avoid new companies. Here you need to set a year that you are comfortable with. I like older companies because for me, the way I view is they have gone through multiple recessions and survive them. Therefore, they can be here longer. So I like to use 2008 as a cutoff year. They went public before 2008. That way I know that at least I'm aware of 2008 recession, and I know that they went through that recession as well and still survive it. And if you do another way, because again, as year pass, maybe that 2008 might become obsolete. So that's why you can go with a number of years ago that they went public. So if we do 2024 minus 2008 is giving us 16 years. Okay, so they have been, so they went public, they went public 15 years ago or more. But yeah, you just say a year, and in this example I put 15 years. So we need to find out about BCE if it passed that criteria. So one way I like to do it will be to go under chart swab. They have the chart you can take a look at, but underneath it they have show more. I like to go there, and let's give it a few seconds. And from here you want to make sure you have maximum monthly chart selected, because you can select it from the down menu, and you can even save it as a default as well if you want. But from here it can tell you how far they can pull information on this company. Is 82 already. It passed that year criteria as well. Another way I like to look, come down to the bottom of the chart and look at the year here, and they have 84, but the chart started before that, and if you put your mouse on it you will see that 82. Good. So it passed that as well criteria for us. And here I will look at the chart to have an overall assessment of this stock chart, or this stock, this company stock, and I like to grade it from here. Is it upward? Is it growth and deep? Is it downward? Is it level? And then I can grade it on my spreadsheet. So the way you will do it is you will look at the beginning of, if you are trying to trace a rectangular, no, you are trying to trace a line, a straight line from the beginning to present. Will that be horizontal line? Will that be an oblique line going down, or will that be an oblique line going up? So if we trace it from here, you just eyeball it. We trace it from here to here is going to be oblique, going up. Therefore, I will say upward. But then I'll look at the mountain and the valley. So just to use simple word that we all can understand, the chart is creating those swing or those zigzag creates valleys and mountains. So we have those mountains, those valleys, those plateaux, those mountains. So the higher the peak of the mountain, when it comes down, the deeper the valley is going to be. Therefore, if I have a lot of those zigzag, I will say that's growth and deep, because there is a growth in it, but there is those deep as well that I should not ignore. And for this one, we could classify that as a growth and deep stock. So now we can take it to our spreadsheet and see how we classify in ours. So you can see we have growth and deep. We have 2084 because that was the date we saw there. Without trying to put our mouse at the beginning of the chart, we put 84 there to just go fast with it. And that was the year that we did the research. But and when you are doing it on that sheet, you'll be able to find the sector, the industry, the sub-industry. It may not matter to you right away, but over time you'll want it to know the type of stocks you are swing trading, or because if you are holding a little longer in your portfolio, you wanted to see the feel of your portfolio, the sector those companies are. So it's good to pretty much have your spreadsheet, your watch list spreadsheet design, and record those things manually one at a time if you are manually picking those stocks. But again, if you use the screener, it can give you the list of those large stocks that you can dump in your spreadsheet, and that is how you are going to analyze them one by one, putting them through your filters and eliminate the one that doesn't meet your requirement, so that you are left with the one that are good enough for you to pull your shorter version of swing trading watch list to trade from. By having your own watch list of stocks to trade from, you don't need every day you are going to swing trade. You don't need to see the hard stock out there for you to trade today. You just need to go to your list. So this list here is over 200, I believe. I'm not sure, but if I'm just looking at those numbers here, we have a long list of them, and we curated to maybe 100 of them, and we continue and we narrow it to about 68 of them here or so. But I think we have about 60 or so that we trade from. It seems to be a good number for me to find something in it to trade, to analyze the chart and pick stock for the next day. And I found 60 stocks to work with, a good number, and we just trade from the same list. So you can do the same where you trade from the same list. That way you won't have to keep looking for the new stocks to trade, but you have your stocks to trade. And when you trade from it for a year, if there are some stocks that misbehave, you can take them out, and you still have your large list that you start with. You can take one from it and add it to your shorter version again to replace the one you take out, and then you can curate your list, and over time you'll have a list of stocks that those are just the one that you swing trade. That way it just saves you time. When you have your job or your business, you have your family responsibilities, and then you are making money on the side. You wanted to simplify your process as much as possible and have a template to work with. That way you won't have to keep starting the whole process. You can see how we are putting these stocks through our filter, and you don't want to keep doing that every single day that you are going to swing trade to find one stocks to swing trade. That's a lot of work. So now that we did this on this stock, it passed those criteria, we'll move to the next step. So okay, so at least we know that it's growth and tip, and we add it to our stock, our watch list. So now we'll come to think of stream. Think of stream, you will use a maximum monthly chart. No, not that one. Monthly, maximum monthly chart. What maximum monthly chart does is it allows you to see, to have, I would say, better view of the stocks chart, the company stocks overall. You want to have a feel of the trend of it, and we did that with chart swab. But I think I like to use Thinkorswim as a backup plan again, and I like the view of it from Thinkorswim for this type of analysis. So what you are trying to do here is pick uptrending, upward stocks. So on chart swab, we say it is a growth and dip. So what you are trying to do here is look at the price, the current price. The last time that the market closed, the price will be highlighted in the Y line. So you want to look at that Y line and look at the mountain, the peak, the previous peak. That price, you want that to be higher than previous peak, or if the peak is close to it, that's fine. So this peak, for instance, is close to it, and that is okay. But if you are looking at it here, it's showing it to you. You can say it is an upward stock because you don't see those mountains being pronounced much, but you do see that the price is lower than a certain peak close to it. And when I'm doing this, I don't like to zoom. I just like to look from far. But because we trade it multiple times, those arrows might block your view. So I'm going to zoom a little bit for you to see. I'm seeing some peak here that are higher than where the price is, but they are close to it enough that we can still say this is an upward stock to add to the watch list, to your watch list. But I classify it as growth and dip because of those growth and dip that is doing. So that is how that particular stock will end up being added to your watch list to trade. And as you are doing that, if you find some stocks that didn't meet your requirement, you can just take them out so that your list is not a long list of good stocks and not so good stocks. So now that we pass that criteria, let's see. So we approve it and add it to our watch list. So that's what I say, you create a watch list of those stocks that you are picking so that you have a repertoire, a bank of them, a repertoire of them, and not just trade it and forget about it. But you are little by little, you are building your bank of those stocks that you can swing trade. So now you are going to swing trade from your watch list. When you have your watch list created, and you can swing trade in your brokerage account or in your Roth IRA. In the Roth IRA, you are not going to pay tax on your profit. In the brokerage account, you'll pay tax on your profit. But in the brokerage account, the money is accessible to you. You can tap into it anytime you want. But that is how you will pick good stock for swing trading. In another video, we are going to practice how to analyze the chart of those stocks that you pick. And in this example, we are going to use BCE to do that practice. But this concludes how you are going to put a stock you found through your filters to see whether or not it's worth it having it in your watch list. But again, you can pull. Let's go to research. Not stock. Let's go to, they have a legacy view here. I would like the classic view, but clearly they do not have that classic view here. But if you scroll down, Let's see if you'll see the markets. Now here. Let's go back, research, stocks. Yeah, return to legacy view. And I'm looking for this, the stock markets. That is the option that I like to use, and I'm not seeing it here, but there is so many ways that you will access those, and I know that there should be a way here that research to US market. Let's try US market here. Okay, but is it? Let's see. I don't know why it's changed to legacy view. It used to be a classic view there, and I will go from there. I will go to the list. Okay, so the US market will take you to here. This is the newer version. They have the classic view that I like to use. This is the newer version. That's a secondary way as well, and from here it's just going to show you the sector and the industry. So it's good to take note of those sector and industries. And if we click on let's see here, show more, it should give us a way to click on them. Okay, so it takes us here, and that is what I like to call classic view. And then you can just click on it. It'll show you the industry inside of it. You can pick one. It'll show you the sub industries you can pick, and then you'll find the stocks that are there, and you can sort them by market capitalization. See, from highest to lowest, things like that. And knowing that you are looking for 10 billion or more, the highest here is not 10 billion. Therefore, you are out of this list. You'll go to the next one, and the next one, let's see if we go this route. If we go this route, so here, that's the one we click on. We'll click on this one. We'll see the companies in it. Again, we can sort it, and this is more than 10 billion. Therefore, it passed that first criteria. We will record it. This one passes, this one passes. But again, as you are looking, this is an international company, AG at the end of it. AG at the end of it, we do not want that. And this is Corp. It passes. You'll add them to your list, and then as you pass them through your screen, your filters, you'll eliminate the one that you do not want, because most of them at some point will fall off of your list because they didn't meet a criteria. Once they fail a criteria, you can take them out. But that's pretty much how you'll access the list of them and manually pick them. If It's not a random stocks you come across that you wanted to analyze to see if you can add it to your watch list. That's one way. You can actually go to each sectors, open them, find a type of market capitalization to work with. Another one would be the screener. If we go back to research stocks, stock screener, they have criteria here for you to work with, and under basic you have market capitalizations that you want to know what sector they are from, and more importantly you want to know the market they are selling in, if that's this is about. And I mean, if you care about the price, you can put it there, but the thing is that price is going to change over time. So let's see here. No, but that's, you see those three filters that we pick: the market capitalization, the sector they are from, and here you can select what you want. And we want that, we want this. Is telling you how many. You see I have 5,000 already, and we are not even adding those way. So you see how many stocks you can find out there. So we took New York, and this selected, it gave you 5,000. And if you want all of those sectors combined, you select them all, and we still have our New York stock market. And then you come here and you filter by selecting large cap. So when you want just large cap, it's good to have a watch list of large cap. If you want to try mid cap, you can have another list of mid cap as well. And as of with large cap, from all the sectors and selling under New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ, you have 332 of them. And then you click on view 232 watches. If you click on that, it will give you the list. And what you can do is you'll export as a CSV. And then you'll have a spreadsheet of them. But again, it's just going to give you a long list of them. And you will put them through your filter, one by one. It can take you weeks to go through them and doing it and eliminating the one that you do not want, and so forth, until you are left with the one that you like, that you can trade, and you can select a short version of those to have to work with. And if you need more stocks, you have your bank of stocks you can go to and pick and put on your short list. And if there are some on your short list that are misbehaving, after you sell them for a profit, you take them out and you get another one from your long list and add it to the short list. And I found 70 stocks on your short list, a good number of stocks that you can analyze daily, assuming that the one you purchased and you have not sold them yet, you do not analyze those. But you can analyze daily and find something to pick, to select, to pick for the next day trade. While the one that you purchased, you have not sold them yet, you can still find some that you can still trade. So that's how you can create, you can pick stocks for good stocks for swing trading. Again, if you are a beginner, it's good you start with good company stocks so that you keep your money safe. And when they are negative, you don't sell them for a loss. You just leave them in the account. And this is an example of our account as of end of November. We have stocks we purchased for dividend purposes that are here, and we have stocks we purchased for swing trading purposes that are here, because we have unrealized loss of them, and we just leave them there until they become positive and we sell them. So my pretty much my conservative approach to swing trading is swing trade stocks you can invest in long term, period. If you can invest in a long term, you can swing trade it. If it's not a stock you can trust and it's not a good stock you can trust enough to invest in long term, be careful if you are swing trading it, because it might go south and not come back. But if it's a stocks you can trade long term, that means if it goes south, it can come back from it and go north and make you profit. Thank you. For more of our swing trading videos, will you please check our playlist in the description titled Swing Trading, and at the end of the video it will be on the screen as well, the playlist on the screen. So we have videos on swing trading. Thank you. I like to correct something. While we are analyzing BCE, we use a maximum monthly chart, and we have CDNS. CDNS is good for swing trading, but BCE, we need to have BCE in as monthly maximum monthly chart. And when you look at BCE, the price, when you put your mouse there to have that horizontal axis line, you'll notice that there is multiple mountain above it. Therefore, you should not add it to your swing trading list or watch list. It is good enough to take it out of that watch list, because there are multiple mountains above the current price. And I forgot to enter BCE in the search bar there to pull the chart on it, and we went with the CDNS chart. BCE was on the list at the beginning, past multiple of our filters, but when we put it in charts, in think of swim monthly chart search page, we took it off of the list because it do not have a good it does not have a good overall chart for us to swing trade it. You can see the price, where the price is, you have multiple mountains above it, therefore it's not a good one to add to a swing trade. So this is the last filter to put the stock through and eliminate the stock from your list if necessary. When we are doing it before, it was CDNS, and CDNS, you can see the difference. Even though we have the stock prices here, the mountain that we have is closer to the stock price, few mountain here, but rather than that, the previous mountain are below the current price. So you could add it to your swing trading watch list based on the filters that we are using. But again, you can tighten up your filters or loosen it up as much as you want. The choice is yours. Just choose stocks that you can invest in long term to swing trade, so that if it goes down, you can just hold it in your account as an investment until it goes up. Some instances that they pay dividend, they'll be able to pay you dividend. But if you are starting with the stocks that are a little bit too risky, you don't just know, depending on where you bought them, you just don't know how long it's going to take for them to go back up. It might be a while longer because they do not have that uptrend feel to it. They of course they have growth to it, but it's a slow growth. A lot of time the stocks that are paying you high dividend tends to do that. But CDNS, you can see the feel of the chart. That's why I like the maximum monthly chart, to have overall look of the stock before I move to maximum daily chart and start analyzing the price bar, the daily price bar close up, but use the maximum monthly chart to judge how good that stock is for you to add it to your watch list or not. Thank you. Thank you. We thank you very much for your time. We thank you very much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for all your comments. And we thank you very much all that subscribe to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, cross of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and then asub.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways you can save money and different ways you can make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. Thank you.